Okay, welcome to Longhouse. My name is Esperanza Leon. I'm the head of education, and this is amazing. We're on such a warm day when probably you'd maybe like to be by the pool or the beach. To be here, thank you. I'm so pleased to introduce Kris Waymire
Hello.
and our friend Mago, who is always a part of these talks, the InsiderOutsider series. And this year we have been doing a collaboration with Ma's House, Jeremy Dennis, who's here with us today. Thank you, Jeremy, because all of the artists that are part of this series have been or are artists in residence in Ma's House program. So this is very meaningful for Longhouse, for me, and just very happy to have you. You probably all already read a short bio about Kris, and we'll learn more once you two converse. But I think we'll be sort of talking and doing at the same time, which will be a new format for this. So Kris is an Inupiaq and Quechua, did I say that correctly?
Yeah, you said it great.
And Quechua artist that works primarily with beads and textiles. And I just noticed these amazing pants that she's wearing that she made.
Thank you.
They create geometric patterns inspired by old Bering Sea hunting tools and Andean weaving. Using leather, sinew, furs, and beads, they reclaim familial knowledge with their work. Kris studied at NYU for studio art and apparently you studied Quechua, you just told me, and was a 2023 Wingate Lamar Fellow with the Center for Craft. I am so intrigued by what you're going to do today with recycling plastic bags that you've collected and twine, and I'm just so happy to have you here.
Yeah,
Thank you so much
for having me.
Hi there. Hello. Thank you all for coming, and happy Pride. And I want to first thank Longhouse and Ma's House for being such great allies to our community. You know, with everything that's happening now, giving space to artists and these sorts of conversations that we have in the Insider-Outsider talks are so important. And Kris is joining us and has a really fun project for us. And you're a multidisciplinary artist. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the different formats you work on?
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's so lovely to see so many faces. I do a lot of fiber arts and a lot of sewing with many different materials, a lot of like fur and a lot of just plastic bags as well.
How does your Indigenous background inform your artwork?
I think my Native background is a foundation for a lot of my inspiration for a lot of my work. I'm gonna go. So I do a lot of beading. So here on the left is like my beadwork, and then here on the right is like what kind of inspired my beadwork. So this is like, oh yeah. No, please, thank you. Is there? I'll speak loud until the mic comes. But here is like it's an ivory carving from the old Bering Strait, and so I take a lot of like the motifs from carvings and I work it into my beadwork. But I also get like a lot of inspiration from like skin sewing. So skin sewing is basically like when you sew different colored furs together. It's very similar. It's basically quilting, but instead of cotton, you use furs. It was kind of like a tradition that started maybe around the 50s with the introduction of like cows in Alaska. They're like, oh my gosh, the different cow like hides, like we can make patterns and like make fancy like garments. So I'm like really interested in like that history of craft and incorporating that into my own work. So this is a photo of my great-grandmother and my grandfather. And then over there is a pair of moccasins that are inspired by my family's like old parkas, yeah. I'm also like interested in like taking traditional like looking things but like making them look more modern. I do take a lot of inspiration from signs. I think signs are really cool because they're so abstract and geometrical. Yeah.
So is this, did your family hand down this beading knowledge or technique down to you, or is it something that you've self-taught now? Like,
A lot of like my beading and also skin sewing is something that is more like self-taught.
okay.
I guess like with like my grandfather and my mother, like my grandfather, like there was a lot of shame when it came to being Native, and moving to like the lower 48, there was like a kind of need. It was kind of very similar to like migration. There was a need of like assimilation. So a lot of traditional crafts like skin sewing and like beading was kind of lost. Oh, can you guys hear me? Well, oh. I don't really like shouting, so I'm very happy to have this now.
Do you have any other stories about your family and have they been a big inspiration in any way for you and your?
Yeah, no, definitely. My family is like probably like my main source of motivation to like make work. Like a lot of the reasons why I'm interested in like making, doing beading and also like doing art is because I want to like recreate my family's like motifs, so that I can give it down to my children and kind of help sustain like our Native culture, and how to like thinking about how I can be an active participant in bringing like Inupiaq values into the future, and like I'm really interested in like modernizing like traditional practices, which is why I'm like really into weaving, like not with like natural materials, but with like plastic bags, because I'm interested in like, you know, how can we use like non-traditional mediums like plastic in a traditional way. Yeah.
That's great. How did you discover working with plastic and started to weave with it? How did that all come about?
I guess I'm a bit of a hoarder. So like my aunt, she has like a box. She always saves every single plastic bag that she has. And she's like, we can't throw these away, Kris. And I'm like, I guess we can't. But like, what are we doing with them? Like, we're not using them. So just the idea of like, how can you re-gift something? And how can you reuse something?
So tell us a little bit about the project that you have set out for us to
Yes.
join your workshop here.
Yeah. So here I have a lot of twined bases ready to go. I think in a bit I can start to demonstrate how to do it as well.
Okay. You're going to show us more.
I think there's maybe.
There's a notification.
Ah, thank you. We will start the workshop now. Okay, so, so does everyone have a base? Yes. Okay, awesome. Does everyone have instructions in front of them? Yes. Okay, cool. So this weaving technique is called twined weaving. You can kind of find this type of weaving everywhere in the world. You can find it like historically here on Long Island, like at Shinnecock. You can find it like historically in Alaska. You can find it like in many different cultures. It's a very old way of like fiber arts. So basically the way, if you guys could grab a plastic that's in the basket right there. I can also start helping people hunt. Oh God. I'm very sorry.
When you walk in front of it.
Very sorry for you guys' ears. Once everyone has a plastic bag, rope, I can start. And if need be, I can make some more. Is anyone missing anything of the three things? The base, the plastic, and the instructions? We're all good? Okay, sounds good. All right, so take your plastic bag. And basically, actually, can you grab me one as well? I'm gonna do a little demo. Actually, oh, no more? That's okay. Thank you. So to do a twined weaving, it's basically like twined weaving by definition is using like 2 strands. So first make a loop, kind of like this, and wrap the loop around one of the jute pieces. Thank you.
A single strand?
Yeah, a single strand.
Does it matter if it's outside in or inside out?
I don't think it matters, no. But I can also come over there without this microphone and look at it to make sure. Once you have it wrapped around, basically, can you hold this microphone? Yeah. Okay, cool. To me. Thank you. Thank you. So basically, I have my thing. I'm wrapping it around one of the strands. With one of my hands, I'm going to be doing a twist, and then I'm going to put my thumb to kind of keep the tension. And then with the next jute thread, I'm going to put it in between. So I'm basically doing half turns around the different threads. So you're going to twist these two.
Twist.
Yeah, do a twist.
Twist.
Perfect.
And then do I bring both of them through? No,
You're
one.
going to do a twist like that, and then you put that through.
Under.
Yeah.
Got it. So
Yeah.
I'm
Twist.
twisting.
Yeah.
This goes in the back.
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Okay, and if you go to the
Now they got
next
me
page,
started.
this is kind of photos of what
Think
is
of
being
these.
done.
I'm just
Okay,
twisting and then pulling the next one through.
you're doing great.
I used to weave.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay.
To be fair, you have a hard base to start. This is a chaotic base.
Lori's good with chaotic. Lori's good with chaotic.
So I have it looped around,
Oh, so you're braiding it?
kind of,
Just in and out.
basically, somewhat in and out, but what I'm doing a twist,
Yeah.
and then I'm putting my thumb here, and then I'm going to
Oh, the next
take the
one.
next one there, through it. Basically, I'm doing a half turn for the plastic.
All right. That's kind of what I was doing.
Yeah, it is kind of, I think
And then,
and then
oh, so you
put
push
this
that up.
through. Half turn, and then put it here. Half turn. Hold it so that the tension doesn't
Right. And then you're pulling that down.
and put it in between. Half turn, and I put this in between. That was great. Half turn, and put it in between.
Kind of like a braid, right?
It's basically like a braid. Yeah. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna watch you.
Okay, good watch.
Yeah.
You did the half turn already. Is there one more? I'm going to bring this on
For
top
the
of
base,
it.
I will finish this for you, and it will be almost there. It's so funny. You weave in a different direction than me.
Do you go the other way
I
around?
go the other way around.
That's what she goes the other way.
Yeah. So I was like, how do I do this? Okay.
You have to go opposite.
No, I have to do a mental thing. Here, I'm gonna do like this. Yeah. Okay. So this is the one that's shorter. I'm gonna add more to this end. So I'm gonna place the new plastic on partially on like an inch or so on this jute thread.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna also add it to like the old plastic and just do like a twist like I normally do. But then when I'm adding the next jute thread, I'm putting the old plastic in here. So it's kind of looping. And then I can just continue to twine. Smush it as perfect, yeah. Switch places like that. Pinch it, and then put that one in through. Exactly. Yep. Pinch it. No, you're doing great. And then that one, yeah. Switch it. Pinch. Do you want me to watch you?
Yeah, it's supposed to take off first.
It was looking good. That's why I didn't come over. I was like, they got it. I was like, they know what they're doing. They look so confident.
I told him the wrong way. That was
I'm like, they're doing so great.
figured out the way.
I think you're good. I think you're good.
You sure? Because I only used one the whole time, and then
What do you mean?
got back around.
No, this looks great. The thing is, I think.
Because they're like separate, like they're not together.
Oh, how'd you do that?
Whatever he came up with, I don't know.
You're rediscovering old techniques lost.
But then I looked around. And
You're like, what is happening?
like, why does everyone have two legs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, what you're doing is a different type of weaving.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're rediscovering.
Cool.
You're so fancy.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with directions.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
So we got our we're bending it over, right? And we're gonna put it here so it's kind of like wrapped around like that, like a hoop. And then I'm using my pincher, and then I usually use like these two fingers to kind of twist. And then I'll put the next jute thread through. So twist, hold so the tension stays, and then I put the net through. Twist, hold, and pull the thread through. I'm trying to make sure that this doesn't go up. I want it to stay as close to the leather base as possible. Yeah. The things that is always gets mistaken is having the tension around. So like. This is an example of what you're trying to not do. You see how this has a shape like this? You don't want that. That's hashtag wrong. But you're doing good. You're doing good.
So this here.
And you're gonna put this. So you want this one to go over and this one to go under. And then now you're gonna twist it again. Yeah. Because you want this one to go over the thread, and then that one under. Yeah. Because it's like weaving if you're weaving with like two things.
Hi, everybody. I know you guys are weaving away, and we kind of just jumped into this fun process, but we'll hear a little bit more about Kris's background and then just take a few questions if y'all have some questions for Kris. So Kris, tell us a little bit more. Where did you grow up?
As I was talking to other people, I grew up in Baltimore, and then I moved to Brooklyn. So I've always been around a lot of plastic bags. On the last page of the workbooks or like the instructions, I wrote down some YouTube videos that also go over twining. So after this, if you guys like have questions or are confused, I recommend those videos. I also put my email. You should send me a photo of your work when it's finished, because I would like that. That would be fun for me. Are there any questions?
Does anybody have a question for Kris about not only this work, but the her entire body of work that you do, right? Because you work with ceramics and clay. And do you want to tell us a little bit more about your different disciplines?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Discipline?
Yeah.
That's hard. I like anything with fire. So I like ceramics and I like welding and I like glass, all because there's a flame. Yeah. I get hypnotized easily.
Yes, go ahead.
Where do you exhibit your work, or do you have any exhibits going on? Can we follow you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in an exhibit in end of August. Actually, I should remember what gallery it's at. It's gonna be a jewelry show, so I'm gonna be displaying a lot of jewelry there.
What kind of jewelry do you make?
I do a lot of beading, so a lot of beadwork. Yeah. Yes, I will pull up the name of the gallery afterwards, and I'll just make an announcement.
Okay.
You have a question?
Yeah, so I love the fact that you call the plastic fun.
Yes.
I think it's lovely.
Yes.
Because I love wordplay anyway. But I'm wondering, like, for you, obviously there's an ecological piece to making sure the plastic doesn't just end up in a landfill. But does it have a political overtone for you at all?
I don't like. I think it does. I really hate like nylon and fabric. I also like. I think plastic is very gross. I really hate it, and so I'm trying to find. I think with this work a way to like love it, and see the fact that it will never decompose as a benefit. Like weaving is probably one of the oldest craft forms and one of the oldest art forms. But there's not a lot of like historical records of weaving because like it was in the past like made with like natural fibers like bark or like grasses, and that decomposes really easily. But these types of weavings will never decompose. And then how can we view that as a positive? So you put a lot of time and effort into something that will last for a very long time.
Any more questions? Yep. Go ahead.
Question. Even with your fiber work, you seem to be very sculptural with it. Why is sculpture very important for you?
I think it's more interesting. I'm not a very good functional like maker. Like I don't really make cups. I don't really make things that are very functionally in use. I just think it's more fun to make sculptural work and more unique and interesting shapes. But I do admire people who make pots and who make bowls, because I don't do that and I don't know how to do that.
What kind of ceramic work?
I do a lot of like, what's it called, like hand building, a lot of coiling, yeah, lots of slip and score, yes, these are all ceramic terms.
Alrighty, well, thank you all for coming out today, and thank you, Kris, thank you, Esperanza, thank you, Jeremy, and you guys have a project to take home, and we want to see pictures.
Yes, thank you all so much for your patience in learning a new thing. It's very difficult to do, and I really admire you guys' patience in taking on something that is hard to make. So thank you as well.
Awesome.